Last 2 years, that's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Back deep is Darren Sproles. It's taken to the 26. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Line 54. Rip right, rip right. Hey, 57.
Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 30 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik Jackson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Sproles. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
54 Mike. Check.
To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he is all the way up past the 25. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how they're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
Ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support rod, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Everybody, flying in.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here's the mic. Get ready. Get ready.
On second down and 4. Prescott caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down carry by Elliott. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be second and goal. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come up for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. 39 yards there, a big one.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one, 28 yards on the ground. Elliott. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, it's Elliott. Into the secondary again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense, right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
58. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the